Hey there, it's Tara Wagner from theorganicsister.com, and I had somebody ask me the other day in coaching, who am I to think that I can do this? Who am I to take this idea? Who am I to think that I have a voice or a message, or, I'm just one person. I'm just one person. Who am I to think that I can really do anything? And who are you not? Honestly, when you think through the course of history, the entire world has always been changed by a single person, by one person. Who are you to say that one person cannot change the world? Would you look Martin Luther King in the eyes and say, who are you? You're just one person? Would you look Maya Angelou in the eyes and say, you're just one woman? Who are you to think that you can make a difference? Would you look anybody, Gandhi, Jesus, Buddha, would you look them in the eyes and say, you're just one person? Who are you to think that you can make any changes? All throughout history, the world has been changed by a single person. Yeah, revolutions happen and, groups of people can make magic, but all of that started with one person. One person had the idea to create a revolution. One person had the idea to gather their troops and their support and create magic. Everything has always been one person because that's who we are. We are a single people doing amazing things. And who are you to think that you don't have the right? I think, I went through this a while ago when I wanted to start coaching, and I thought, who am I to think that this message matters? And I think it really hit me when I realized that who am I to think that I can sit back and not share my voice with the world? If you have a message, if you have a voice, I don't care how big it is, how small it is, how fearful you are. If you are allowing your fear to stop you, how selfish is that? People say that it's selfish to want to create a movement, to want to create a business, to want to take an idea and blow it up. It's selfish not to. It's selfish to not share that little bit of wisdom that has changed your life. It is selfish to not take what you know and reach the world with it in however ways you can. It is selfish for you to not speak your truth with all of the compassion and all of the acceptance and all of the love that you have. It is selfish for you to have something in your life and to hold it back from other people. I don't care if it's art or music or, a revolution that you want to start. Who are you to think that you can hold that back? Who are you to think that you weren't given that for a reason? I strongly believe that every single one of us has come into this world with a voice and a message. Regardless of how big it looks, regardless of how small it looks, you were put here with a voice, with a message, with an understanding that you can share with the world. Every single person has the ability to share that voice. But what happens if one person doesn't? Think about Adolf Hitler. One man changed the course of history for millions. One man took the lives of millions. But what if it was one person in his childhood? One person that could have spoken up in a moment that was teaching him something. One person that could have stepped in and guided him in another direction. One person that could have shared something that completely changed his idea of others. And that person didn't. Maybe it was just one person that could have changed that man's ideas that would have ultimately changed the course of history. It always comes down to one person. It may be one moment. It may be a lifetime. It may be a life mission. You do not get to know how big it is, and you do not get to know how important it is. All you get to know is that I have a message. I have a voice. I have something that needs to be spoken. And this is my moment to speak it. And we can feel fear, and we can feel uncertainty. But if we are moving from love and compassion, we will make magic. Because magic is always created by one person. So if you have a voice, if you have a message, if you have something that has changed your life, if you have something that could change others' lives, and you're not sharing it, who are you to hold that back? You have a purpose, and maybe it's one sentence that you're going to say that's going to change the course of history. And maybe it's a movement that you're going to lead. And maybe it's the kids you're going to raise, the business that you're going to have. Who are you to hold back the magic that you could be creating in the world?